Hello everyone, singer-songwriter James Hardiment here, and this is another episode of my podcast Bridge to the Seaway, which has taken a bit of a hiatus for a while and is now returning to you, where I keep you informed about what I'm getting up to in the community, whether it be music, film, or any kind of art projects, even maybe a travel blog or two. You know, I kind of like to get around and do my own thing. So let's get into it. Now, upcoming shows, I'm going to have a few shows in the next couple of months where I am going to either be a sort of a headline act before the main act, or whatever the word is it headline act? What do you call it? Opening act, sorry, for the headline act. And I've also got trivia co-hosting sort of position I'll be taking, where I'll be sort of like the Vanna White, but not as good looking. So there'll be that, and I'm excited for the next couple of months. And you can always book me for the show. I'm in talks with a few people right now for the wedding projects, their corporate events, whatever it is. I'm actually working on their corporate videos for clients right now. I am also working on website design. So if you do run a business in the area and you need help with any of those things, you can always get in touch. I'm very easy to get a hold of. I prefer email, but you can reach me many different ways. Facebook, you can direct message me most of the time, and we can go from there as well. I've designed websites for real estate agents. I've designed websites for cleaning services. I've designed websites for roofers, and I've also designed websites for various other things. Those are probably the main things. But aside from that, another big exciting project coming up is going to be my feature film, the sequel to the 2011 movie I made back in 2011. Already said that, James. Wendigo, which had over 1.5 million views, as I say every single time. It's almost ingrained in the old brain at this point. But so it's the sequel. It's more like an adventure, exciting sort of feel to it. It's going to have that sort of classic movie, sort of a blockbuster feeling that I can get on the budget that I have. It's been very fun so far, very exciting. Most of the movie is filmed. I'm editing right now, going through it, going through all the sound effects. There's so many layering things to do to make it as cinematic as I can on the budget that I have, which is, not as big as Hollywood, of course. But it also allows me to have more creative control of my projects, because I ultimately decide what I want to do. Whereas if I worked in Hollywood, I have to do what they want to do, and I don't really want to do what they want to do. Or maybe I do. It depends on the team I'm working with, of course. Yes, if you do require directing services or any sort of filmmaking services, I recently upgraded my equipment to be more modern. So I'm now shooting in 4K cinematic. I'm going to keep it in layman's terms to not confuse everybody. But I'm shooting with the more cinematic gear now. It's more modern. Everything I was shooting on prior has been like 10-year-old equipment plus, so I'm finally upgrading that. Not that it really desperately needed to be upgraded. It looked very nice, but I mean, it just gives me more flexibility. I'm actually shooting on this camera right now. It looks very, very nice. Hopefully, I've got the light a little bit spooky, but it's just because of the room that I'm set up in. I recently upgraded my lighting as well, so I have more creative control with the colors and the filters, and I even have like lightning effects and all kinds of stuff. So I can't wait to start using that more. That movie is on the way. I want to get it into some kind of local theater in the area, or possibly book an event space and make a big event. I want to sort of do a big event in the summer when it's finally ready to be released, and I've got all the little knots creased out and everything's ready to go. I would really like to do a big sort of filmmaker, what do you call it, opening night, grand opening. It'd be fun. Everybody dress up in tuxedos or whatever. So keep in touch about that, and I am always looking for actors, performers, singers, dancers, whatever, man. Like I said, I'm always looking, so it doesn't hurt to drop off a resume or whatever, a headshot, to my email on my website, www.jameshardiment.com, and we can go from there. If you're required for a project, at least I've got you on contact, on file if I need to, because it's a little bit harder out here than it is in Ottawa, say, or Toronto, or even Montreal, where there's a lot more people, that are sort of doing this, and more for a career, if you know what I'm saying. But you don't have to be doing it for a career. There are plenty of little side jobs and little side gigs that I can offer you, where you're literally just in the background doing something very basic or simple. It's nothing too overwhelming. It just depends on your skill sets, and once we do like an audition, I'll be able to get a better understanding of what you're able to do for the project and if it's appropriate or not. But yeah, aside from that, like I said, back to the music shows. I'll be working again with Johnny Umang, who was actually my Señorita Por Favor video. He was playing keyboards. He's a very talented singer. He does Elvis Presley. He does so many voices. He's a fantastic actor, and he's also a voice actor as well as a singer, actor. He does a lot of things. So I'll be working with Johnny again. We just did a Christmas show, which was, I think it was sold out, or pretty damn close to it. The parking lot was packed at the Royal Canadian Legion here in Cornwall, Ontario. It's the one with the big tank outside on Cumberland, and where Cumberland Street and 2nd Street cross over. So yeah, it was a very, very popular show that went down very, very well. So I'm very happy to be part of that. I was able to even sing a few songs, but I was mainly there as a sort of a crew behind the scenes, making sure the songs played at the right moments, and playing a bit of tambourine as well. And I don't know if there's going to be a video clip available, but if there is, I'll probably cut it over this part right now. If not, I'm just going to look stupid as I point at thin air. So yeah, Johnny and I are going to be working again together. The next show coming up, I'm going to be doing a bit of a stagehand thing, but I'm also going to be doing camera work. It's a Mother's Day show, and they want to shoot sort of a promotional material for it, so I'm going to shoot with a nice camera. And again, if you need me for any sort of publicity services, you want to advertise your business, you know, we can create packages catered to your budget and what it is you're trying to achieve, right? So like I said, we have to sit down and have a consultation, whether it be on the, you know, the phone, email, person, whatever it's going to be, and then we can go from there and see what it is I can do to help. Because again, I have over 10, I'd say almost, well, let's say I started doing this stuff in like 2011, but really I started doing video editing all the way back in 2008. So yeah, it's been a while. Yeah, well over 10 years, well over a decade's experience in filmmaking, in music production, all kinds of digital modern era stuff as well. I have dabbled a bit in the analog, but the analog's not really used that much anymore. If you're gonna use the analog, it's more of a gimmick, I'd say, or just a sort of a practice in how things used to be done. You can create a pretty darn close look if you know what you're doing with the right filters and the right digital products. Now you can actually fake the analog pretty well. It's gotten so much better than it used to, because analog had a sort of a warmth to it, I guess. People, you know, the nostalgic feeling. But at the end of the day, most people want, you know, high quality, nice picture, nice clear picture. I also have a drone, so if anybody does need get in touch with me. It's a small drone, but it's very nice pictures. We can shoot photographs and video, and it goes up pretty high up in the air, and you know, I think it's like about a 10-kilometer range in terms of distance. But yeah, we can do some real estate videos, some photography, whatever needs to be done. I can create packages around that as well, and hopefully I'll be doing some of that soon with my clients. Because mainly right now with the real estate stuff, I've been more focused on making their websites, but I'm going to start doing some of the video stuff for them as well, and the photography. So please, if you're an up-and-coming real estate agent or any sort of business person, a salesperson trying to sell a product, and you need some drone shots, you need some you know, photography, I can do that as well as the videography. Another note, DJ work. I've been blessed to be able to DJ at a couple of nightclubs in town. Whether it be with Rockstar Party doing the karaoke over the last summer at Rendezvous. If you follow the channel, you'll know I've been doing a lot of karaoke nights until everything kind of, Ronnie left there, and now he's over at the Royal Canadian Legion, not doing karaoke as far as I know. He is in fact doing there's a lot of cover bands coming in, you know, from the Rockstar Party. You can go to the Royal Canadian Legion on Cumberland, and you can sort of, you know, watch the shows, buy the tickets, you know, sort of like at the Port Theatre, same idea, you know, you can go watch cover bands perform. So yeah, I'm happy for Rodney, and he's also got trivia nights going on Thursdays. He's got a giant screen at the Legion. You can check the Legion schedule or call the Royal Canadian Legion to confirm here in Cornwall, Ontario, if the dates are still set. But as far as I know, Thursday nights are going to be trivia nights, which is actually the night I'm filming this, so hopefully I'm going to go down there and check it out. And Chris Shillette is usually the host, but it might bounce back and forth, and I have been in talks with Rodney. I may make an appearance at some point, as I mentioned, as sort of a co-host for a charity event of some sort. But yeah, like I said, there's lots of exciting things going on in Cornwall, and I look forward to, you know, talking to many of you again and reconnecting with you know, bars, clubs, venues, to start doing some more of my own live shows as well. Because like I said, it's been last year I had a couple of nice shows, and the year before, getting everything warmed up and ready to go. Because like I said before, I mainly worked in the studio environment, building songs, whether it be the home studio or whether it be my dear friend Josh Hart Studios, his production, in his basement, his home basement. We recorded a lot of great songs on the first album there in Ottawa, Nepean to be specific. Like I said, it's been quite a musical journey. I've met lots of great people, and even the filmmaking has been fantastic. I'm going to show you some clips. There's even a trailer that's out on the channel now. You can check out the channel. Please like, subscribe, share, follow. Like I said, I'm trying to get right back into it again. I'm trying to make content. I'm trying to make it as interesting as I can. I'm trying to keep you updated with all this stuff. I do so much all at once, but you know what? It's a lot of fun, and I don't think I want it any other way, really. That's a lie, but still, you gotta move forward, right? So yeah, I'm excited for the future, what it holds. I'm excited to work with these talented people in our community. I'm excited to create new festivals and shows and work with more and more people as they try to make Cornwall, a really exciting place. And it depends on the night, of course. But it's not just a sleepy little town that you just forget about. There's many good things about it. Because again, I've heard all kinds of negative things about the city before, but like I said, I try to focus on the positive mainly. Obviously, it's good to make a change. When you can make a change, that's good change. But at the end of the day, people want to be entertained. That's what our main focus for me is, entertainment. That's what I want to do. Put on big shows, have fun, have lots of fun, collaborate with other entertainers, put on great shows. Make you forget everything going on in the world for 5 minutes or an hour, 2 hours, whatever it is. Just have a drink or whatever it is you do, a cup of coffee. Just enjoy the night, or the day, depending on what I'm performing. So yeah, and I also have my photography for sale. I'm going to be trying to get back into doing the markets again. They tend to fall on a day that I'm working, but a lot of the times I'm able to go to the Cornwall Square. Modern Primitive has happened many times. I would sell my photography CDs. It's usually the first Saturday of every month. However, depending on my work schedule, that may determine whether or not I go through, end up booking that. But I might have other shows coming up. So just like I said, if you want to know what's going on in live time, the best thing you can do is check the calendar of events on the website. So if you visit www.jameshardiment.com, there is actually a schedule, a live event schedule, whatever it's called. You can click on that in the main menu, in the hamburger menu if you're on mobile. And it'll just tell you everything that's going on in the community that I'm involved in. Up-to-date listing, I update it almost daily, weekly. I try to keep everybody informed of what's going to be going on. So yeah, please continue to show up to the shows, to show your support. Continue to buy the merch. I have to admit, I am very proud of you guys. I'm very excited for the future. I'm so happy and so grateful that you all. You love the music and you keep coming back for more, right? Because that's what I love to do. I love to make music, I love to make movies, I love to create art, and I want to do it here at home. I don't really want to go to Hollywood. I just want to make Hollywood here. Why not? We have the technology now to bring it down to you don't have to spend as much to make a great movie, right? You don't have to spend multi-millions of dollars. I mean, obviously it helps sometimes, but you can get really creative on a low budget, and you'd be surprised. Like some movies, obviously you watch them and they're low budget, but they're low skilled as well, and you're like, oh my goodness, this is terrible. But when you have enough skills and you can put together a cohesive story, and you're able to tell a story that's, it makes somebody feel something. That's the main thing, right? That's the goal you should have as a filmmaker, in my opinion. You want to make sure it's a lot of fun as well. You got to make the pacing right. You got to get the music right. Music is very important, and that's why I compose a lot of my own soundtracks. Because I do believe that tells a great story as well. Some of the best action sequences that I've ever watched personally, a lot of it's because of the music that goes behind it as well, right? So it really adds something to the piece. So I think that's pretty much it for now. I've been rambling for about 10 minutes, I would imagine. How long has it been? Is there a counter on there? I don't think there is. Oh, 14 minutes. Yeah, I don't really think there's much more I need to elaborate on and go into detail about. I think, like I said, continue to like, subscribe, share, follow. I'm on Facebook, by the way. I'm on Instagram. Like I said, I'm trying to get in the habit of posting more and more on them more regularly, but I'm usually busy creating, right? So I don't really have a marketing team. I end up marketing other people's businesses, not my own. That's usually what I'm doing for a living, on top of working at a suit store. So yeah, like I said, get in touch. book me if you're looking for a wedding DJ, if you're looking for a wedding singer, if you're looking for my own live shows, I can do those as well, up to 30, actually more than 30 original songs for your entertainment. I love to do my own sets for DJ too. I especially love music from Italy and Spain and Europe, from the 80s, dance music, Italo disco, Euro disco. So if anybody wants a Euro disco, Italo disco party, I got lots of music. I got my DJ deck. We could do something like that. I've got a lot of South African music as well, African music. I love African dance and funk and synthesizer funk from the 80s. And of course, just regular songs as well. Like, well, I say regular, but the songs most people grew up with as well. You've got all kinds of music. And I love to entertain. So on the other note, I think I'm looking for a few singers. If you singers and dancers, honestly, more pop singer, dancer people, if you're into that sort of thing, please get in touch. If you're playing the instruments and you want to form a band and do regular jam sessions, you like that sort of 80s sound, African or even Italo disco sound, if you like that sort of thing, or even just retro pop rock sort of sound, please get in touch. We could maybe try and do some jam sessions. If you live in Cornwall, that's even better. I'd love to collaborate with people in the area. Do a regular, maybe every Sunday night, we come over, we jam somewhere, we find a space. I got keyboards, I got things I can play. I got my microphones, I got all my equipment, I got speakers I can bring to your event. If you need more, we can rent more. It just goes on the price on the bill. Anyways, I'm going to love you all and leave you. Well, not all of you, I don't know all of you, but the ones who are good fans and are nice people, love you. If you're not a nice person, no comment. So yeah, I think that's everything for today. Like, subscribe, share. I've said it about 1,000 times, but it is important and it helps get the work out there. Have a great evening, folks, and until the next time, and I'm going to have some guests on soon, I promise.